Look at the atmosphere at St James's Park. Wow! How will the Watford players cope with that? We shall find out. Newcastle win. They're out of the relegation places.
Hi, how's everybody doing? It's Paul from Magpie 24/7, back again in the midst of another 240-mile round trip to watch up another Newcastle United team, another Newcastle United 11. Managed to fuck it up royally at the death. Newcastle took the lead early in the second half, but could not yet again see the fucking game out. And we gift Watford an absolute point. Wasn't enough in the way of shots on target, but Joelinton rattling the crossbar, having a great opportunity to score at least a brace today. Not enough from the rest of the team, not enough chances being created, frustrations from stupid decisions, throwing yourself on the floor. And yeah, I'm going to mention it because it comes up time and time again. The major piss flaps, which are the quality, the standard of refereeing, once again is fucking pathetic. Whether it's decisions that should be looked up by VAR because it's an awful tackle, whether it's just a bias, whether it's things that are right under the referee's noses and they are not seeing. Today, it was like the referee was wearing a pair of Elton John bastard specs. That's how bad it was. And it's not a one-off, it is week in, week out, decisions against Newcastle all of the fucking time. VAR, well, I joked to Kyle, I said, I think he's watching a fucking Tom and Jerry marathon in the VAR control room, because for one thing for certain, he was not watching the game. A very, very strong chant and shout I felt straight away as soon as the tackle was made for a penalty. Of course, it's for Newcastle, so it's not given. The agenda continues. The remit continues to shaft Newcastle over from every possible bastard avenue. But yeah, once again, it's this Watford curse. We seem to never have a decent game against them. But, you know, Newcastle taking the lead, the roof lifted off the place. There was a lot of nervous energy beforehand, I will say that. And then you're going through, and we were saying, look, one goal is not enough. We need to score a second. We need to score a third. We need to get a few goals. We need to get more shots on target. Can we not change things around? Can we not go for it more? Obviously, the bench was depleted again by COVID and injuries and stuff like that. But, you know, we didn't call the game off. We played the game, but there was no options from the bench. From a real attacking threat, it was all just midfield and defenders and goalkeepers on the bench. 2 goalkeepers named again on the bench for Newcastle. But you just knew it. There was a sense of inevitability when the ball was fucking drifted over by that little cheating bastard who'd been rolling around on the floor more than the fucking grass cutter fucking rolls about on the floor. But you knew it, and then literally it was inevitable. And it just seems to me that the defence, the central of defence, the centre of midfield at times as well, aren't fit for purpose. The defence especially does not look capable of keeping clean sheets. It will always give you opportunities, and it wasn't just that one opportunity. There were others for them to get something out of the game. Dubravka with an excellent save. There was nothing really much he could do, I don't think, with the goal. Again, you're looking for your defence, you're looking for your leadership, you look for managing the game, seeing the game out, the leadership, the match, you know, looking after the match, nursing it through the dregs, and for them to get an equaliser in the 88th minute, absolutely fucking gutting. A win would have had us out of the relegation zone. A point keeps us well in it and looking and staring blankly at Championship football, because you just feel if the recruitment had been sorted out earlier in the window, if we were ready to go, and if we'd have brought in other defenders and those defenders had been bedded in, a game like today is a game that we could have got points out. But once again, you know, we deserve to be down here. If you can't beat your Southamptons at home, your Watfords at home, so on and so forth, then you deserve to be in the shit, you Norwiches of the world. It is so frustrating being a Newcastle fan. You can see they are playing better football, they are pushing higher up, there is a game plan, there is a tactic, but the defence is simply not good enough. Trippier today was fantastic, no qualms with him. I thought Dummett being thrown in at the deep end did really, really well. Obviously difficult with fitness and stuff, I suppose, but the central defenders that we have will always give you an opportunity. Lascelles, oh my fucking word, so frustrating, so maddening. Newcastle trying left, right and centre, throwing money around and offers around for centre back after centre back after centre back. Everybody in the mother knows what our problem is. We are so soft in the bastard centre. It is unbelievable, and it's costing us. And every time this happens, another game ticks down. Where are these wins going to come from? More is needed, better is needed. The fans, absolutely top class. The atmosphere beforehand, the start of the match, all fantastic, all great. But the players aren't doing it. The players have limitations, and it just feels like one final fuck you from Steve Bruce and Mike Ashley to the fan base. And the more and more this season trundles on, the more and more it looks like Championship football, because if we can't get the defence sorted, if we can't keep clean bastard sheets, we're like a fucking bunch of randy teenagers. There's no clean sheets at all. The referee was a giant piss flap, and the point is like a used wet wipe. It really does nothing for either team. But the way Watford celebrated it, you'd think they won the fucking World Cup. But yeah, great for them. Great for them. Fantastic. But massive game now against Leeds. But it'll be the same old. It will be the same old. We might snatch a goal. We might get a goal. But if we can't defend, if we choose to defend so softly, naively, if our game management is so poor, we will end up blowing that one again. And we can't keep saying, well, the next game. We should be winning these games. Today was a game that we should be winning. At home, at St James's Park, there is no at all excuse for it. There's none whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong, I thought there were some great performances today. Specifically, Joe Linton was an absolute beast. Obviously spurred on by the flag in the Gallagher end. That must have been a great sight and a great moment for him personally. The fans sang his name throughout the match. St Maximin was passing a little bit more, a little bit frustrating at times, it has to be said, but he was trying to pass a little bit more. There was times during the game he went a little bit more central and swapped out with somebody going else to the wide left. I think he's better more centrally, if I'm being honest, because he doesn't like to cross. So you might as well use him and be busy in the box and busy around the box. Chris Wood today, for the physicality, the focal point, he nearly got on a few bits and bobs. You can tell he hadn't really worked with the team very, very much, coming in obviously late in the week. And yeah, big opportunity to go and spoil somebody else's party next week. No doubt he'll get a little bit of grief off the Leeds supporters next week. And again, what is a massive game, we've got to start winning football fucking games. Got to! But it's so good, it felt like a fucking defeat at the end. And to be reminded, we actually did get a point. We are somehow still off the bottom of the table, but Norwich beating Everton. Fuck me, man. Fucking hell. Where did they pull that from? Norwich are absolutely and utterly bab. Yet, you know, if we hadn't have had Kieran Clark sent off, we would have done them over. They are a bad side, yet they're going up and above us. It is terrible, it is awful. Because it's so frustrating, because we have got some good players, but we have weaknesses and they need to be addressed, or it's literally sayonara. If we can't get the centre backs in, it just feels like with some of the players, they know they haven't got a future at the football club, and they're playing like that. They don't really give a shit. Some players they're giving the all, they're stepping it up. They're playing so much better. Fraser looks like a player fucking born compared to what he was before. He's keeping Mickey out of the team. But there's umpteen players, the likes of Joe Willock. Loved him last season, but fuck me, this season he can't even get in. He's behind the likes of Sean Longstaff, and it's just gutting. It's absolutely gutting. So although some positives, some good performances, and some nice touches, and some hard graft from the likes of Joe Linton, far too many questions still being asked. And we need a rub of the green. We need some luck. We are going to need to really beat some of these big teams, so-called the Greedy Six, to be able to stand any chance of staying up. Draw Castle, strikes are past again. I think that's 9 draws this season. And some of them games that we've thrown away, that we've ended up in draws, like today, if some of them could have been turned into 3 points, the situation would have been a damn sight bastard better. But we can't give up. We can't. We've got to keep fighting. We've got to keep scrapping. And we've got to just hope that the powers that be can bring in the quality defenders that this side is screaming for. And as well, possibly a little bit more attack and threat. Because it just seems to me as well, the entire rest of the team look at that defence and think, for fuck's sake, we are going to have to score a couple if we're going to get anything out of it. Scoring 1 against any team for us, as has been proved this time and last time and many times before, is never good enough. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. There's so much positive and so much going for this football club at the moment, but it's just like the dregs of fucking Christmas past. Absolutely gutted. I'm deflated. 240-mile trip you make for it, more in hope than expectations, and I'm heading back down. Really just downbeat, downtrodden, and just hoping and praying we can get a victory from somewhere. And again, it's a difficult game. It's a difficult game at Ellen Road. It always is going to be a difficult game. It's technically our derby of the fucking season. It is going to be a difficult game in a very hostile atmosphere, but we've got to go down there and win. But I just hope that we're able to make some changes in the defence, because quite simply not fucking good enough. They might talk the talk and say the right things, but if the body isn't willing, or if the attitude isn't there, or if your mind's on something else, then it just doesn't work. It does not work, and it is so maddening to be a Newcastle United supporter. You see the fantastic display beforehand, you feel the noise, the energy, the positivity, the want from the crowd for them to do so well. But then the poor game management, the poor on-field decisions that are costing us time and bastard time again. Obviously, I'll do a more detailed breakdown. I'll probably watch the game back. I know I'm a glutton for fucking bastard punishment, me. And then do a review of the game in due course. But I thought, as I was heading back down, and whilst my voice is still just about holding up, I'd do a quick audio-only instant reaction to that absolute pile of fucking shit. Fucking shit. Newcastle United, 52,500 in the stadium. The hearts, the minds, the everything of a Geordie nation behind them, and they can't see the game out. Again, this isn't a one-off. If it was a one-off, it would be one thing. But time and time again, bastard Groundhog Day. But I didn't see fucking Bill Murray. Jesus wept. It finished at St James's Park. Newcastle won. Watford fucking won. Goodness me. Take care. Keep it tuned. And I'll speak to you later.